In the Sailor Center Lister Lounge here on 102.1 WDRM. I'm joined by Josie from the morning show.
Hey, good morning.
And our studio. No, it's afternoon now.
Oh.
I know you're used to saying morning.
Yeah.
But it's afternoon now. And it's good to have our studio audience here. We've got Uncle Kracker in our studio. Good to have you.
It's good to be here.
Man, I have been looking forward to seeing you again. We met in April out in Vegas.
Yes.
And we had lunch here. We want to thank the folks from Papa Murphy's Pizza.
I was just going to ask what they were feeding everybody.
Yeah, pizza. Yeah, but you'll have to eat here in a few minutes. You like me, you don't eat before the performance. But
yeah, you start getting nauseous.
Yeah.
Feels weird. Feel like you're going to do something up there you shouldn't be doing.
Too much cheese in the belly.
It gets bad.
But it's good to have you here. Of course, you'll be performing tonight at Downtown Summerfest
Yes.
on Washington Street in Huntsville. Your performance starts at 7:30. And we're just tickled to death to have you here in the Lister Lounge.
Well, we're happy to be here.
Glad to have you. Thanks for
These are
coming
very
in.
cool
So
for us. I'm glad you had us. Thank you.
I got to see a performance by Uncle Kracker at dinner out in Vegas. We were out earlier this year to see the George Strait show, actually.
Yep.
And I had a great time. And could you tell the story about how you met George Strait?
Oh my goodness.
Was it at the Derby?
It was at the Kentucky Derby, and I was there, and it was a big to do. At least I'd never been to the Derby before, and
I'm from Louisville, and I've never been to the Derby, so.
really
Lots of hats. That's all I know.
There's lots of hats. And lots of them drinks that look like they just
Yeah.
found them in the elevator. You know the ones where they got stuff stuffed in them.
Yeah,
Like,
stuff in there.
yeah, like did you find that on the elevator? You know, on the way up. But I never realized what it to do. The Kentucky Derby was. I heard about it my whole life, and I go, and it was a real big thing. So we're sitting up in this room, and there's a whole bunch of people in there. It's like I'm there with Kid Rock, who's my best friend. So we're there. We're in one corner, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of other celebrities there, and you kind of you're like, hey, that's so and so, hey, that's so and so, and you never want to be that dude, so you don't do it. But after like a couple drinks, you start turning into that dude. But ends up, I don't know. Somehow I ended up in a corner with me, Kid Rock, Travis Tritt, and George Strait on the floor shooting dice. The Kentucky Derby, everything's going on around us, and we're on the floor gambling, it was pretty awesome. But I met him that night, and he turned out to be the coolest cat I've ever met. And I was fairly new to actually, I don't even think I had done the Kenny Chesney song either. Like I don't think I'd done that yet either. So, you know, George Strait, while I've always heard of him, you never realize how coveted he was. Like, I know everybody calls him
The King of Country.
yeah, and but that night he was just the coolest person on the planet, and now you're like, oh, that's why he's so awesome, because he's so cool. And you just met so many people over the years that were not even close to as cool as he was.
Did he take all your money?
He did.
Yeah.
He played Big Bank, Take Little Bank.
I guess he had those starch jeans even then.
Oh my goodness, you couldn't kick the crease out of that thing. But that was part of it. Like, he was just awesome. Like, you just looked at him. I don't know. I'm always starstruck when I see him still to this day. Always. Just like, and even then, not knowing exactly who he was, it was one of them guys where he just, he's in the room, he's got this aura about him, where you don't get too close. It was like one of those things. It was pretty, the guy is angelic. Just,
Yeah.
yeah, he's very cool.